at Intelligent Performance, where we help entrepreneurs and leaders to create high performance cultures so that they can make more money, have better impact, and make their competition irrelevant. So I have been studying, I've been reading like crazy, I've been talking to some entrepreneur friends of mine, I've been talking to some CEO friends of mine, and in this whole study I've been wondering, what are those traits? You know, everybody talks about traits of successful business people, but I wanted to hear it from them. So in my pursuit of learning these things, I realized that there's not many actually. There's just about 5 traits that show that you will be a successful businessman or you will become a millionaire or not, okay? And these come from, again, a cross-section of very, very successful business owners, multi-millionaires who, you know, I took time to study, those who I couldn't get to, and then those who I could, I asked them, you know, over tea or over coffee. And in fact, yesterday afternoon, I had a cup of coffee with one fantastic CEO, and this guy is a high flyer, and he's thinking, you know, I call him, he's like, you know, he's got ideas all over the place. And then I asked, okay, what are those 5 things that show that you will become a successful businessman or a successful entrepreneur? Number 1, what I'm going to share with you, if you do these things, then you will certainly become a successful multi-millionaire. If you're not doing them, then the opposite is true. Okay? Number 1, these people who are very successful, they have the greatest speed of implementation of ideas. And that really hit me when I was compiling this. I realized, damn, this is actually so true. These guys implement like crazy. You know, there's a guy, you know, I remember I shared with him three months ago, I shared an idea. It looked like the biggest IT idea then. Guess what? He was showing me about a week ago that he had implemented. They had done what they had to do. They got a guy from India. He did the course. He did the back end of this particular process, and he has implemented. Boom! I was like, whoa, that's amazing. Then I went back and realized all the people who have been extremely successful, both as leaders or as individuals or as entrepreneurs, business owners, they have a great sense of implementation. When something is great, if it's a great idea, boom, they go and implement. But this also answers that interesting paradigm, you know, that interesting detail. These guys fail themselves to success because they're always implementing, getting to know what works, and then they move. What doesn't work, they learn from it and move on. So number 1, they implement like crazy. Number 2, they dream big ideas. They are so visionary all the time, every time. They don't write small goals. They're not always writing, oh, I have to take the trash out, I have to take the cuff. No, they're always saying, you know, big dreams, how to create the next big thing, how to increase customer leverage by, you know, 20-30%, how to add, you know, $1 million to the business. They always want big thinkers. They're always coming up with big dreams. So you got to ask yourself, how often am I dreaming big? How often am I looking at the bigger picture? How often am I, you know, getting my mind to constantly understand or to constantly think about the big ideas? Why? Because great entrepreneurs have this as a trait. They think big all the time. They're so visionary all the time. Where you at? Number 3, they have the ability to take action like crazy. Okay? If it makes sense, they're going to act on it immediately. If it makes sense, they act even when they feel uncertain. And this is the difference. They act when they feel uncertain. So it's not a case of, oh, it's got to be 100% perfect. No. Even when they have that fear of it might not work, that is when they act. Where there's doubt from everybody else, that is when they act. When, you know, nobody believes, that is when they act. This is a fantastic trait. And, again, from reading, you realize that this is where these guys get their boom. This is where they get their oomph, where they're like, yes, it is on the edge, but I'm going to do it anyway. And that is what makes them successful. That is what gets them to work. To be the people who are creating those great businesses that make a difference. Next, number 4, they value their time like crazy. These guys are the biggest, when it comes to being so guarding on their time, they're crazy. They will not waste a minute. They don't waste time on small things. They don't waste time on things that don't build them. They got it. You go and you waste 10, 15 minutes of their time. That's it. End of story. They close. There's one guy, he enters a meeting. If he realizes that it's not going to happen, halfway through the meeting, he just stands up and says, I'm out of here. And he's gone. but he's created a fantastic food business that creates massive turnover in terms of money for, about what, 200 to 300 people. Why? He realizes time is the greatest asset they have. Okay, these are guys, they work long hours, but they go to bed early. That was very interesting. They go to bed early, they get up early. When they work, they work. So if they're doing 14-hour days, they're 14-hour days. If it is time to sleep, it is time to sleep. Where you at? I caught myself saying, hey, you know what, maybe I need to take this a little bit more seriously. Why? Sometimes, I might allow one or two things. Somebody walks into the office, or coach, somebody's here to see you, and I might allow. Guess what? Now I have even, a renewed, zest of making sure nobody is going to take my time. If I'm going to do something, it must be adding value to my clients, to myself, most importantly, to the bigger vision. Finally, these guys have this crazy self-belief and confidence that things are going to be okay regardless. This trait is amazing. These are guys who always have the positive, outlook on life. They know, what? It is going to happen. Somehow, it is going to. They believe so much in their stuff. Recently I saw, I'm sure most of you have seen, there's an interview of Elon Musk. And then somewhere at the end of the interview, he tells the interviewer, he says, hey, by the way, you let me know if it gets too crazy. Okay? He didn't say you let me know if I'm failing. No, you let me know if it gets too crazy. Because guess what? He knows it is going to get crazy. He knows that he's going to create stuff that people might think are crazy. When he said he was going to produce a spacecraft that goes, everybody thought it was crazy. When he said he was going to produce, take over the solar industry, everybody thought it was crazy. Guess what? I don't think he said that because he didn't believe. He believes. He knows, you know what? I'm going to do things that change the world. He believes so much in himself. Do you believe in yourself? Do you have the confidence? So there you are. Five traits of great entrepreneurs. Number 1, speed of implementation. Number 2, the big dreamers. Number 3, they have the ability to take action even when they feel uncertain. Number 4, they value time like crazy. Nobody is going to waste their time. And then finally, they have a deep down self-belief and self-confidence in their ability to make things happen. Where you are. If you want to be a great successful entrepreneur, you want to become a multi-millionaire, you got some traits there to start thinking about yourself, go through it and say, hey, where am I at? And in doing that, as usual, I'm going to say, whatever you do, live strong, live with passion, and know that you have the ability to live life on your terms. Do whatever it takes this week to bring your A game. Share this with as many people as you have. Somewhere you can subscribe. I don't know where. I think up here. They're going to put it there. Subscribe to our channel. We'll share as much as we can. We'll have some fun times. We might even send you some goodies that are going to help you on your journey to be a better human being and create those companies that leave a legacy when you're gone. Thank you. Have a good day.